Bong Joon-ho, Parasite. Bong Joon-ho!
NANI?!
Hello everyone, and welcome to my director presentation. My name is EricR, and today we are going to talk about director Bong Joon-ho. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. Bong Joon-ho was born on September 14, 1969 in Daegu, South Korea. In 1988, he enrolled in Yonsei University, where he majored in sociology but eventually saved enough money selling donuts to buy a video camera and start a film club. Yonsei University, like many other Korean campuses at the time, was a primary place for demonstrations for the South Korean democracy movement. Bong frequently participated in these demonstrations, and he was often subjected to tear gas. But when he wasn't politically active or making short films with his Hitachi camera, he was shooting wedding videos to make money. So far, I have watched 3 Bong Joon-ho films, Snowpiercer, Parasite, and The Host, each of which have their own unique plots and storylines. Snowpiercer is about a world where a failed experiment to stop global warming eradicates most of the human race, and the remaining survivors are forced to reside on an eternal caste-based train known as the Snowpiercer. The lower caste citizens in the tail end of the train attempt to fight their way to the front and overrun their oppressors. In the movie The Host, gallons of toxic waste are dumped into the Han River, and thus a gigantic mutated creature is born. A man's daughter is captured by the creature, and he and his family, all of whom are comically dim-witted, attempt to rescue her while they are on the run from the military, who suspect a virus has spread due to the creature's arrival. Lastly, Parasite is about a poor Korean family that attempts to con their way into getting high-paying jobs from an oblivious rich family, and things eventually take a turn for the worst. While these movies are unique in their own way, the most notable similarity between all of them is that they have politically and socially conscious themes. Snowpiercer and The Host address environmental issues, since in both cases it's the humans' fault for creating the situations they live in. Parasite and Snowpiercer highlight themes of class warfare and the struggles of being in the lower class, which end up displaying dark and unspoken truths about society. These themes can end up displaying a bleak and unsavory tone, and can make the audience think critically about parallels to real-life issues. I am someone that likes Disney and Marvel movies, not just because of the fact that they are fuzzy and warm and always have plots that tie up in a neat little bow at the end, but because they usually end up having very lovable characters. Even their villains most of the time have something you like about them. What sets Bong Joon-ho's films apart from these movies in this aspect is that his characters are very complex. None of his characters, even the protagonists, are perfect, and each one of them simply exists to fulfill their role in the movie. Instead of rooting for particular characters or taking sides, you mainly feel as though a spectacle is unfolding before you. For example, Snowpiercer's protagonist is Curtis. At the beginning of the film, Curtis is immediately singled out for being different from the rest. He comes off as calm, respectable, and strong-willed. But as the movie goes on, you start to learn more about his dark past, and it slowly changes how you view him as a character.
Wait, you're joking, right? He's in prison.
Hey, out of here.
No, I'm just saying, what kind of chance do we have?
Edgar.
Listen, I just think, if this guy says that he's such a great security expert, why can't he just break
That's
himself?
enough. Go.
Let's go, Tim. Come on, let's go.
Edgar just wants to help, you know. Thinks the world of you.
He shouldn't worship me the way he does. I'm not who he thinks I am.
This comes across with Bong's other movies as well. In Parasite, you laugh along with the initial idea, but start to question whether or not what the poor family is doing is wrong. In The Host, the family's stupidity betrays them multiple times, but you want to know if they will be able to achieve their goal. All these characters offer complex personalities and interesting motivations, contrary to Disney and Marvel characters that are very simple in comparison. Bong Joon-ho uses a variety of techniques in his films. In dramatic and often violent moments, Bong uses a lot of slow motion where you can vividly see exactly what's going on in the screen. He also uses a lot of black humor with his characters and their dialogue.
뭐야? 소독해?
요즘도 저런 걸 하네. 그러게요.
창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고 곱등도 없애고.
그래. 요새 곱등이 너무 많아.
And one thing that he really likes to do is use depth of field to divert your attention from the foreground where one thing is happening to the background where something more noticeable is happening. With these techniques and many others, Bong Joon-ho is able to create something entertaining and visually beautiful while maintaining the film's strong subject matter. Among Bong's influences, he has mentioned Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, and Alfred Hitchcock. Bong draws direct influence from Hitchcock in the way he storyboards his movies before they are shot. For Snowpiercer, he storyboarded so tightly that they had little extra footage on their shoot dates.
현장에 나가면은 바지를 안 입고 센트럴 스테이션에 있는 것 같은 느낌이 들어요.
Bong, similar to Scorsese, likes to utilize his relationship with actors and use them for multiple roles in different films. Song Kang-ho is in all 3 movies I've talked about, and in each one he plays the role of a father. Similar to how Martin Scorsese will use actors Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in his films. Both directors show that working with people you work well with ends up benefiting the story in the long run. Bong Joon-ho at age 50 has become an established and well-respected director. In the last Academy Awards, he won Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Foreign Film, and Best Picture for his film Parasite. This makes him the second Asian director to win the Oscar for Best Director after Ang Lee. I only hope he continues to make amazing films and further his success as a Korean film director. Thanks for watching, and I hope that was interesting.